Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So in today's video we are going to create one application which is like a game. So here you can see that this is the app where you will be shown one word at the top and then you have to make different words from that. So suppose this example is like reminded. So I will say that in this I will say remind word is getting created from this. So I will write that and press enter. So that will get added to the bottom list and it will also show the number of characters in that word. Also you can make different word like man also from this. Then you can say other words if we either like mind. So I will say mind and press enter. So like this it will keep on going, and if you write anything wrong, like I will say that anything like different word, and if I say enter, so it will say that word not recognized. So this is what we are going to do in today's video. We are going to create this app which is like a word game app. So let's get started and create this app. So like always we'll start with new Xcode project. And let's name it as word scramble. Make sure these settings are same. Click next, and I will save it on desktop. Let me just resize this canvas view so that we can start creating our view. Okay, also let me just increase the font if it is not visible properly. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is we are going to import one JSON file or text file in our project which will be having many words. So here in this application you can see that this is my app running with one word, that is reminded. If I kill the app and if I run the app again, it will show me a different word. So in this also I can type different words like this, and you can see that it is working same. So these words are coming from one text file that I have already kept on my desktop. So I will just take that file here and add inside my project. So you will get this. If you want to create the same application, you will see or find the code for this project on my GitHub profile. So make sure you check out there. And now you can see that inside this text file I have these many words, which are many words actually. So these are almost 12,000 words. So whenever you launch the app, you will see a different word and you can create different words from that. So now we have added the text file in our project, so we can use that. Also in here you can see that we have to store the words. So we will create different properties here like used words. Then this will be called our root word from which we have to create different words. Then we have to say that this property here we will say something new word, and we also have to show errors like if I type anything and press enter, then we have to show these things also like title, subtitle or message and this. So for that also we will create the properties at the top first. So let's get started with that. So the first thing I'm going to create is a straight property to save my used words. So I will say private var used words, and it will be an array of string. Okay, so like this I can create next three properties. One will be root word and this will be a normal string, so I will keep it empty for now. Then also I need to create one property for saving the new word, so I will say new word, and again this is empty string. After this I need to create three properties for my alert, like error title, error message, and when I have to show the error. So again let me just copy this. So first will be error title and this will be empty for now. Then second will be error message, and the third will be when I have to show the error. So I will say showing error, and by default it will be false. So whenever this property turns to true, we have to show that pop-up that there is some error. Now we can start creating our view here. So first I need this view at the side so that we can see that we are creating the same. So let me just close this left panel and see the actual view here. Okay, so now we can start. So the first thing is I want to give this title, so for that I need to create a navigation view. Then inside navigation view I need to create a VStack so that I can put this text field and this table view or a list at the bottom vertically. So let's create a VStack for that. And inside VStack first I will create a text field. This text field will have a placeholder as enter your word. So let me just show that here. So this is the placeholder, and then we have to provide the text also, and it will save the word new word. So whatever we are going to type here, it will be saved in this property called new word. And then I have to give also one more thing here, on commit. And whenever user clicks on commit, I have to call one function which is add new word. So currently I have not added this function, so let's add that function here, which will be outside our this body. Okay, let me just make this little bit small. Okay, so now we have added our text field. Now what we can do is we can just add some modifiers to our text field so that it will look like this. Let me just click resume here so that we can see. So first I need to give the text field style, so let's give it text field style, and it will be rounded border text field style, rounded border text field style. Then next I have to say that dot auto capitalization to dot none, so that it will take all the letters as small, and also I need to give some padding. So now here you can see our text field is visible. Now we can go ahead and create this bottom list. So for list I need to use this list available inside the Swift, and I need to pass my used words to this so that we can display them once the user start typing those and saving it inside this used word array of strings. And also I need to provide one ID so that it will uniquely define one element of this list. Then inside this I need to use first one image. Image is because here I need to show the number of characters using one image. That is, here I am using the system image. So these image, like here you can see that this has 5 characters. So this image is already there in SF symbols, which you can use like this. So let's use it. So I will say image system name, and here I will say I have to pass the count, so I will say slash $0, which means the current element inside my list dot count, and then I have to say that dot circle, so that this is one symbol inside my SF symbols which I am using here. And then in front of this I need to show the actual text, so I will say $0. Okay, so now currently we don't have anything here, so that's why it is not visible, but once we write our code and we run it, then it will reflect here. So now what we can do is we can give here navigation title to our view. So let's give that dot navigation bar title, and title will be my root word. So whatever the word we are going to fetch from this text file which we have added, that will be shown at the top. So currently there is no data inside this, so that's why it is blank. Then I have to do some operations once this screen gets appear. So for that we will use on appear, and inside that I have to say perform some operation. So that will be like this, and I will say that start the game once the screen gets loaded. So for that I have to create start game function also. So let's create that also at the end. So we have created that also. Now we can go ahead and we can write the code for alert. So you can write it like this: alert, and inside this is presented, and here we are going to pass the value which we have created at the start, which is showing error. So once this value gets true, we will get this alert function gets called, and we have to present the alert. So we will say alert, and here we have to present the alert with title, message and dismiss button. So we will use this completion, and title will be, here we have to pass text of my error title which we have created at the top here. In message also we have to pass the same text of error message, and then we have to for dismiss button I will say dot default, and inside this I will pass the text as OK, so that we can see here that if I type anything and if I press enter, we will present this message we will assign in the next part of the code. So let's do that now. So now we have our view ready. Now we need to fetch the word and do the operations here. Let's do that. So first I am going to write the function this start game which we have written here. So in this I have to do two things, like I have to first fetch the text file which I have saved in my project. So here you can see that we have added this start.txt file. I need to fetch one word at a time. So let's write the code for that. So I will say here if let start word URL equals to, I have to fetch this from the bundle. So let's use that bundle dot main dot URL for resource we have to use with extension. So my file name is start, so I will provide that here start, and my extension is .txt, so I will provide text here txt. So once we get the URL, we can go inside and now we can fetch the words. So I will say if let start words equals to try, I will say string contents of, and here I will say start word URL, so it will fetch all the words from this URL, and then I will say let all words equals to start words dot components separated by. So here what I will do is, since our all the button or the names of the words in the file are on the new line, so we have to separate it and we have to remove that. So let's write that code here, separated by /n, and this /n will actually give me that. So let's say ./n, and now once we get all the words, now we can get the root word from this. To show that word on our this at the navigation. So I will say here root word equals to all words dot, from this I will check any one random word. So I will say random element, it will give me any word from this complete text file and also we need to provide one optional word if in case we didn't find any word. So I will say here example. So and at the last we just have to call return. So like this we will get the word. Now we have written our start game function. Now if suppose this works fine and if we get any word inside this, that's okay, else we have to give the error. So I will say fatal error with message, and here I am going to show the message as could not load start.txt from bundle. So let's give that message, could not load this file which is called as start.txt from bundle. So this means that we are getting some issues in extracting that file words from the bundle which we have added at the start. So now we have written our this complete function of start game. Now we can write the function this which is add new word. So for add new word, what we have to do is first we have to take the word. So I will say that let answer equals to the new word which we have got, new word which user has written inside this text field. I will say that new word dot, first I will lowercase it, lowercase dot trimming characters. So if there is any characters, extra characters inside this, I need to trim them. So I will say white spacing and new lines I have to trim, and then I will say guard let, instead of let I will directly use guard, then answer dot count. If the count is greater than 0 then it's okay, else we need to directly return from here, since there is no use of checking that or adding that new word which is empty. So for that this condition, then also I need to check whether the word is original or not. So for that I need to write different functions, like if the word is original or not, if the word is possible to draw from that or not. So for that also I need to write some extra functions. Also I need to check if the word is real or not. So first write those three functions here at the bottom. So let's create those functions and use that inside here. Let me just write this correctly. Okay, now I will write those three to four functions we need. So let's start with that. So first I will write function. First I want to check that word is correct or not, or suppose if there is issue I have to show the error title. So let's say word error. So if there is error I will say word error, and it needs to accept some parameters like title which will be of type string, and then I will say message also. So this is the function which we are preparing for our alert, which will be of type string, and it is not going to return anything. So let's remove that, and inside this we will say the properties which we have declared at the top, error title equal to title, error message equals to message, and at the last we will just turn this property to true so that we can present our alert on the screen. So once this gets true, our this alert function gets called, and we will present this alert with this message and whatever we have passed to this function. So this is our word error function. Now we have to write one function to check whether the word is original or not, means the whatever the user has typed in this text field, those words are actually from this main root word or not. So for that we will write one function called is original. So let's write that function is original, and it will accept one word which user has written, which will be of type string, and then it is going to return us true or false. And let's write that word. So it will be like this, used words I will say. So these are the words which user has already typed, and I will say dot contains, and if this word is already there, then we will just directly return from here as false, and we will say that this word is already present, you can't do that. So we will do that at the last. First we will write this function, and now we need to check that if this word is original we have checked. Now we need to check that if this word is possible or not. So for that also we need to write one function. So let's write that function as if is possible. It will again accept the word which a user has written, and again this is also going to return me true or false. And now inside this I need to create first a temp word, which will be nothing but my root word. And now what I will do is I will run a for loop for letter in my word. I have used here temp word because I don't want to change the value which is stored inside the root word, so that's why I have saved that value in the temp word. And now we have to iterate through the word which user has typed, and we have to remove that letter, one letter from the temp word, and we will also check that if it is there or not. If it is not there, then we will just return and show the error to the user, and if it is present, then we can go ahead and work for the next logic. So I'll say for letter word for letter in word, I will say if let, I will take the position of that letter, and I will say temp word dot first index of letter, and if I get this value, then I will say temp word dot remove the word from that position. I will say remove at this position which we have got. If this condition is true, then it's fine, else we just need to return false, which means that this word is not there in the original word, which means it's not possible with this word. So for that we write this, and at the last also we need to return true if everything is fine. So return true. So this function will basically tell us whether the word which user has typed is actually possible or not, to check it is from the actual root word or not. Now after this I need to write one more function which is called that is real function, which will actually check that the user which has typed the word is actually a word or not. So for that we need to use the text checker also. So let's write this function now. Function is real, and again this will accept the word which user has written, string, and it will return us the final value true or false. In this first we need to create a checker. So I will say that if let character equals to UI text checker. So this is basically, you can see here in the description, an object you use to check the string, usually a text or document, or it is a misspelled word or it's a correct word. For that we use UI text checker. So let's write this here. And now what I will do is I will say I will need to check, provide the range for which it needs to check. So let's create the range. So I will say let range equals to ns range. Location I have to say, so location will be from 0, length will be my word which user has written dot utf16 dot count. Now we have the range. Let's use this function now. Let misspelled range equals to checker which I have created. Oh, and let me just rename this to checker. Checker dot range of misspelled I have to use, and that I have to use in word, and this the first completion I will use. And now we need to provide our string here. So first we'll provide the word which user has written, range which we have created at the top, then start position I have to give here, so which will be always 0, and I don't need to wrap this, so I will make this false, and the language will be English. So for that I need to provide this extension of English as en. Now at the last what I can do is I can just return misspelled range dot location equal to ns not found. So if it doesn't found, then it will return the false value, and if it is found, then it will return true, from which we will come to know that if the word is real or not. So now we have written all the functions that we needed for our this code. Now we can come back here at the top and we can write the next logic inside our this add new word. So we have just checked whether the word count is greater than 0 or not, and after that now we need to check if this word is original or not. So let's write that guard is original, and I need to pass the word here. So I will say the answer is the word which user has written, answer. And then so when we write this guard is original, this will take this answer, it will call that function and it will return. If it is true, then it will go to the next statement, else we need to show the error. So for that we have created this function at the bottom, which is word error. So let's write that here, word error, and we have to give here as word used already. So for that we will say word used already, and for message I will say be more original, and I just have to say return. Now suppose if the word is original, now we can go to next sentence and we can check if this word is actually possible or not by using the function is possible. Again we will provide here answer, and inside this again we have to show the error if this word is not possible, and this time title will be word not recognized, and message will be let me just check here, you can't just, so this is the message I want to give, you can't just make them up. So now we have given our message, let's just write return here. Okay, so now if the word is also possible, if the word is original, then the last thing is to check if the word is actually real or not. So let's write that here, guard is real, again pass the answer. Again if this is not correct, then we have to show the error as word error, and this time I will say word not possible, word not possible, and I have to give the message as that is not a correct word or a real word, that is not a real word, and we just have to say return again. Now if these all conditions are true, then it means that our word is correct, then we can use this word to enter inside our list. So I will say used words dot insert, and I will say at position I have to insert the answer, which is nothing but the user what he has written inside this text field. So I will say answer at position 0, so it will add this to my list, and then I just need to clear the word. So I will say new word equals to this. So now we have written this function. Now we can just run the project to see if it is working fine or not. So let me just run it on the actual simulator. So this is running on the iPhone 11. Let's run it on iPhone SE to compare it. So it's running here at the back, and let's check now. So first it will fetch one word from our text file and it will display, so that we have written at the here which we have written. So now you can see it's working, it has fetched this word, and now we can just try to write the code to see if it is working fine or not. So first word I will say here as I can write as late. From this press enter. Okay, it is working fine. So let's try to write something wrong here now, like I will write some G which is not inside this, I will write something else and so it is giving me error as word not recognized. And also, like, if I write the correct word but it is not inside this, so it will again give me error like this. So this is how you can create this game using SwiftUI. So I hope guys you have liked this video and you have learned something new from this video. And if you have any suggestions for me, make sure you write them in the comment section below. And if you want me to make video on something, then please mention that in the comment section below, so that I will try to help you in that. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you guys will have a great day. Apart from this, I just want to say that if you want to get the code for today's video, you can just hit to my this GitHub profile where you will get the code. Also, sorry for this. Also, you can follow me on this Instagram where I post my daily video updates, so you will not miss any new video. And also on Twitter, if you want to follow me, here I basically try to follow all the iOS developers, and I try to stay updated with the iOS development or Mac OS or everything, and I share whatever I find useful on Twitter. So if you follow me there, or you can follow other guys also to stay updated in the iOS development. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you are having a great day. Thank you. Bye.